Well, it is gonna be time for the night deliveries in against for 9.1 million to 9.2 million dollars in cash. Around here, we're almost up to 10 million dollars as well. As we got 505 for this thing, 5505 miles driven, and let's just see. We're gonna be trying to start hitting down for all the way down to 5,000, starting with Mazda Miata to Cadillac Escalade. And we never very sure this isn't going to be very easy. Starting in $3,000 with the Mazda RX-8, so let's just going to be getting all the way for many more thousands as well. As we're on our way to the racetrack, by carrying on with my Mazda FD7 as well. This is not the FD7, this is the RX-7. Isn't going to be going all the way for down here, because all of a sudden in the chat filter, it may not be surprised for noise like these things. This is gonna be getting hurting as well for those who the people, and I'm not gonna be very sure this isn't gonna be going to get for very good of us. I think we just eventually lose a star one time, and because that is cause for loose amount of 1 star as well. So the next one is the $4,000 will be slightly how the Mazda MX-5, and I should be gonna be headed towards you for only one thing. We're gonna be headed around here to the docks, and it's gonna be going around for many more things. That isn't gonna be the end of the season 5 race, but not just a race for like that for something. This is absolutely the season 5 is over. This is actually going to be starting for the 5,505 miles driven, 5,508 miles driven, 5,510 miles driven. It should be going to be subject to how that we're going to be making all the way for 19,000. I don't want to make mistakes in the map for many more. 84 deliveries totally. $5,000 will be slightly we have for the Cadillac Escalade. Now let's put on their sirens on, and we're gonna be making all the way to the highway drive as fast as possible. I don't want to making for this too late, and then it goes to confusements as well. If this isn't gonna be making for such as a various well as you're gonna be trying to find out, I'm trying to find all the way into the tunnel as fast as possible. I can see them into some kind of a little bit for much worse. I can a little bit for very imaginable for just going to be going all the way down here. So, which isn't that accident as well. I accidentally going to be getting away for just a little bit, and we just eventually lose 1 star. I'm feeling this is an overnight deliveries that we're going to be came from here. If you just lose another star to that cowboy for just as well, we just eventually finished, ended up in 4 stars. 16,000, the last of the 6,000s as well. Before this isn't going to be very making for very much. And the next thing is for absolutely for this one. So probably the last 6 of them. As we just going to be trying to make it all the way for very much as well. Let's just do the same thing, as we're not going to be trying to crash as for this one as well. That we should be going to be giving her to the old lady for this one, as we just going to be trying to find out, and I'm just going to be trying to make things a little bit win for only one conclusion. It's not just a serious one thing, so as ended up in 4 stars, so 5 stars isn't going to be the last 4 of them. So this is absolutely going to be the last of them. 6,000 of them for just as well before morning. I'm going to be finding out that we're start of this morning. We're just going to be trying to came up all over the uphill for selection about for this. I'm going to get all the way up here. I must be on time to get a little bit on time for this thing. If that actually going to be losing 1 star, then probably this isn't going to be very lost for sure. Even I'm not going to be quitting for just very much. It's going to be taking for all over uphill for this thing. It's not going to be very nice, or probably it's going to be taking for very a little bit as much as well. Still, I'm going to be keeping my emergency lights on and turning off all the way down of that headlights. Now probably we should be able to catching up with these things in the delivery point. And I won't be able to lose the amount of stars as possible. So we're just gonna be trying to break here. And a little bit for these things as well. $26,000. And perhaps we're going to be going all the way to this one. And the Avora. And a little bit for these things in the Supra SF90. So looks like it's gonna be going for for this a little bit for one side. I don't think this is gonna be for very hard things. I think we just gonna be remember of that way to get all the way up as possible. And despite that we're never able to see this thing. Just a little bit to get away for just only one thing. And for I can see to lose speed and not enough horsepower to get all the way up here. If we just eventually lose one star and that the limited amount of time of just gonna be losing one star for just in a couple of minutes. Now let's just put our emergency lights on and I'm not gonna be probably to lose. No time what happens. This isn't gonna be going to lose about here. And the chat filter is gonna be for setting things off. I'll be ready. I'll be thinking for just gonna be going ready for this one. This is our last delivery to get for just one thing. And this is how we're gonna be the end of this video. But probably this isn't absolutely after overnight. It's absolutely for under night for just one thing. So we didn't manage to make it on time. And oh dear. We just cannot able to make it for a right time. Ended up in 4 stars. Officially. This has absolutely ended up in 22,000. Because that is the end of this video. Probably. If you haven't enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. So even for more deliveries to come. And perhaps for many like these things. We're almost up to $10 million. And I'm just going to be trying to coming up for just very weeks of this only one time. Thanks for watching and for all your support. And this can be Tipper Concept signing off. And I'm going to be talking to you mini lads all later. Probably my next delivery will be going to be making for very long terms.